Hi everyone, I'm Erin Doman with Insight Digital Innovation, here with your Quick Teams tip of the day. Today I want to give you some quick tips about meetings in Teams. The first thing I want to show you is how to schedule a meeting in Teams. It's quick and easy. You start by clicking the calendar icon to go to your calendar, and then click New Meeting. On the New Meeting page, you're going to add a title for your meeting, and then click in the Add Required Attendees field and begin typing the names of the people that are going to be invited. A list of possible options displays, and I'm going to select Karen. I can also add my attendees from the scheduling assistant. Here, I would just click the Add Required Attendees link and again begin typing their name and select that person from the list. What's really nice about adding attendees from the scheduling assistant is that you can see their already scheduled meetings at the time that you're doing this. So you can see if they're available. And I can see that Jill is not available during this time. So I'm going to make sure that I pick a better time for this meeting. I can schedule the date and time of the meeting on this scheduling assistant page, or I can go back to my details page to do that. This meeting is going to be scheduled on Monday, and it's going to be held at 9 a.m. And it's going to be an hour-long meeting, so I'm just going to change the end time to 10 a.m. to make that an hour-long meeting. Below that is the Do Not Repeat drop-down. Right now, this meeting is set to not repeat. If you click that drop-down, you can see that you can quickly choose a repeat on this if I want it to be every week or whatnot. I can add a channel. If I click in the Add Channel field, it pops up the list of channels that I can choose from, the teams that are already created. I can also add a location. So if this meeting were going to be held in an actual office, I could select a conference room in the Add Location field. And then finally, you want to enter any details about this meeting. So there's my details. I want everybody to make sure that they've got their outlines posted to Teams before we start this meeting. So once you've entered all of your details, click Send. And it's sending an email invitation out to everybody that you listed as an attendee. Next, I want to talk about joining a meeting. You can join a meeting in a few different ways from within Teams. So the first is from your Teams calendar. So I'm going to click the calendar icon in the left-hand panel to display my calendar. And you can see that I have a meeting that's almost over. But if you have a meeting that is about to begin or is in the process of occurring, you're going to see a join button right on that meeting in your calendar, and you can click that join button. You can also open that meeting within your calendar and click the join button from within inside that meeting. And the third way is you can open the email invite that you received, and there will be a link to that Teams meeting within that email invitation, and you can click that link as well. Once you click the join button, you're going to be taken into the meeting, and at the top of the screen you'll see the name of the meeting, and then below that you will see your profile picture if you uploaded one to your Office 365 profile. Below that is the Join Now button. And below that Join Now button, you'll notice that you have a couple tools. So the first one is your webcam, and as you can see, mine is toggled to off, which means that when I enter the meeting, my camera will not automatically come on. But I can toggle that to on so that my camera does come on as soon as I enter the meeting. Next to that is the blur feature, where you can turn the blur on to blur out your background. And then next to that is your microphone, where you can set it to be muted or unmuted when you enter the meeting. And as you can see here, mine is set to unmute so that people can hear me as soon as I enter the meeting. So you would click Join Now, and you are taken on into the meeting. So you can see here that on my screen, I can see Jill's picture. She is the only other person in the meeting right now. And if I move my mouse below her picture, you're going to see the control panel pop up. So the control panel will display when your mouse moves. You'll notice that it just disappeared. So if your mouse is idle for several seconds, the control panel disappears. Simply move your mouse to bring it back. Now on your control panel, you've got several options that you can work with, and whether you're the presenter or the organizer or you are a participant depends on the options that you're going to have available to you. So you can see on my control panel, I've got my webcam or my camera icon, so I can turn my camera on and off. Next to that is my microphone where I can mute and unmute my microphone. Next to that is my sharing button. Now I'm sharing so that I can record this for you, but so it says stop sharing, but if I weren't sharing, I would have the ability to share my screen at this point. On over to the right, you can see that you've got the show conversation icon where you can chat with other participants during the meeting. And next to that is the show participants icon. And if I click on that, it brings up the people pane on the right-hand side of the screen. Now I can see who is in the meeting, and I can quickly see that Jill is the organizer of the meeting and she's muted. And as the organizer, Jill can really control the people that are in this meeting. So she can right click on anybody's name and mute them so that if there's background noise and she can see who's not muted, she can take care of that herself. Also, as the organizer, Jill can right click on a person in the people pane and remove them from the meeting if necessary. And you'll also notice at the top of the people pane, you can invite others to join this meeting once it has already started. If we look back down at our control panel, there is a more options ellipsis. And if you click that, you're going to see that you have some other options available to you. The one that I really wanted to point out on here is the stop recording. Because I am recording right now, it says stop recording. If you wanted to record the meeting, you would go into here and choose start recording and then come back here to stop the recording. The last button on your control panel is your hang up or your leave meeting icon. So at the end of this meeting, when it's over and you're ready to remove yourself, you would just hang up the meeting. These are my tips on working with meetings in Teams, and I hope that you found them helpful. If you have any questions about Teams, email me at erin.doman@insight.com. And be sure to check back for more tips of the day from Insight Digital Innovation. Have a great day.